went to True Believers Comic Festival in Cheltenham, held at Cheltenham Racecourse the other weekend, and I just thought I'd share my experience on it and show some of the things I got. It's a really well run event. It focuses a lot more on comics rather than trying to just cash in on movies and TV and things, although there are those elements there. Lots of stalls there. It's held in the main racecourse building, and it uses the bottom floor and the top balcony level. Last year they didn't have the balcony fully stocked with traders and exhibitors. This year they did, and it gives it a better feel having those people up there. They had a tabletop gaming area there that was really good fun. Myself and my friend that I went with, we ended up getting our asses handed to us by a very well-spoken 9-year-old who showed us how to play a game called Braggart. That was really fun, and it was a good way to sort of kill an hour when our feet were tired and our backs were hurting from bending over looking at things. All the exhibitors were really nice. I think there was probably only one exhibitor who possibly was there with the wrong ethos, let's say. He was moaning that people were doing too much browsing, but to be fair, all of his stock was priced £5 to £10 more expensive than everyone else. And the best part is there was lots of nice bargains to be had and lots of actual comics to look through and buy. Went to another one in Gloucester towards the end of last year. That was a straightforward cash in. People sending these awful pictures of JPEGs they just nicked off Google and blown up and printed out and stuck in a cheap frame. These had lots of people who were actual artists creating lots of proper prints, pictures and products that were really unique. I'll start by showing some of the comics that I picked up. First I've got Batman Venom. Got that for £4 from a stand. That was really good. Looking forward to reading this one. Keep hearing lots of people say things about it. It's in good condition as well. I got Crossed, Wish You Were Here. Again, Crossed is a comic book series I read. Not read all the up-to-date ones. I stopped after I got Crossed Plus 100 by Alan Moore. Alan Moore's meant to be good. It was just fucking gibberish. It was people talking in a future language. Alan Moore had obviously thought up in his cave wherever he lives now, and it made the book incomprehensible for most of it, and that put me off reading it. And the Cross stuff is, you know, pretty much gory, violent, rapey stuff, but I'm an adult and I can handle it. My father-in-law bought me one off my Amazon wishlist for Christmas and sent it back before I got here. So that says enough about the content for it. But that was a £5, and that's a brand new copy, good nick. So the other one I got was All-Star Batman and Robin. This one I got for £6 from a trader. Again, a brand new copy of it by the looks of it. It doesn't look like it's been used. You can normally tell from the dust cover if there's any marking. Really looking forward to reading this again. I like the art by Jim Lee. He did the art for Hush, another really good Batman story. And I know that there's problems with the book and that it didn't really get finished the way it was meant to get finished, but I think for £6 I'm quite happy to read it and find out whether or not it's worth looking through and being as lauded as it is. Some other things I've got that I might as well just show that I've got a read pile to go through that I might review later. I got Valiant Bloodshot, volume 5, Get Some. I got Imperium number 2 to read through. I've read Imperium 1. I might do a review on that later, or I might review both copies at once. We'll see. I got The Runaways. I got that for £9. Big thick trade, normally £20 odd on Amazon, but I managed to pick that up from a stand for £9.99. Looking forward to reading that. It's a Marvel book, but I don't think it ties in a great deal to the Marvel universe. I may be wrong. I also got a copy of Secret Invasion. Got that for £5. That's a pretty thick trade. I think it's a special edition one because it's got lots of extra information in the back. Trying to read through this one at the moment, it's really hard going. It's just Well, I'll do an individual video on that because I think it's got a lot of problems that if you haven't already read it, you might well want to be aware of. But that was a good buy for a £5 anyway. Got Batman Super Heavy, which I'm part way through reading, where Commissioner Gordon takes over as a big robotic Robocop style Batman. That one's alright. Again, I'll talk about that separately regarding the whole Scott Snyder Batman run, because obviously that's all finished now with the New 52 and they're restarting with Rebirth, so I think that warrants its own video. And then finally, only because it turned up on the same weekend as Going Away, though I didn't buy it at the fair, was Armour Hunters, the deluxe edition from Valiant. The reason I bought this deluxe edition is because when you actually add up what issues you get and the cost of the book I got for £22, whereas the individual trades would have cost significantly more, maybe in the region of £50. I mean, there's a fair amount of material here. You get all the individual Armour Hunters volumes, you get all the Bloodshot ones, you get the Harbinger, you get the Exo Man of War stuff, so you've got everything rolled in there, and it's all put in coherent order. And I also think you get some extra issues as well with that, like special edition ones. So part way through that, that's a good story. Now that's got a lot of plus points as compared to Secret Invasion, so it might be good doing a comparison of the two of them. Finally, I also got some posters and prints to put up in my office because I'm not allowed to put them anywhere else. I'm just going to detach this. So we got a original Batman 66 print. We got a nice Star Wars hand-drawn blueprint of a X-Wing. I was going to say TIE Fighter then. We got a nice little print for above the desk for a £5 of 80s cartoon heroes. So let's see if you can guess some of the more obscure ones in there. Got Odysseus, Jason the Wheeled Warriors, Centurions, Mask. A nice painted Evil Dead poster print. So that's not a digitised copy with lots of blocky edges. That's a proper painting, probably print of a painting. We've got an old Black Canary one from the DC Bombshells. Oh, the only other thing that was good there was there are lots of local people doing cosplay, but instead of doing a competition where people have to feel though they're left out losers or that might deter them from doing it in the future, they had a cosplay catwalk. I put some videos up maybe over this just showing some of the entrance for it. I know people won't mind because there was God knows how many cameras and phones pointing at them. I'm sure it's all over the internet anyway, but it was really good. There wasn't a bad one there. Everyone was really well behaved. It was really good fun. Everything was in good spirits, and yeah, really enjoyed the day. I think they even had a cosplay workshop that if you're into that you can go along and get tips, and there's professional cosplay designers and that there. So yeah, really good fun, really good day out, and it's a shame they don't do it twice a year, is all I can say. They have mini ones in Gloucester, but I think even those mini ones will probably grow. There's certainly an appetite for it, and certainly an appetite for those kind of events run by people who clearly give a damn about, you know, what they're putting on, rather than just trying to count how much money they can bring in at the end of the day. So big thanks to the people who arranged that. It was a much enjoyed day out. So check it out next year if you're about.